What's going on, folks? So the band Sanctum Pyre are back with a new single here called Ride Through Fire. This is the new project that features Rob Lundgren on vocals, and I really like the previous song that I did a reaction to. It was really, really cool, so I'm looking forward to this one. And the debut full-length album is coming out March 20th, so pretty soon. Looking forward to that, but until then, we have this new song here to listen to, and let's do just that, shall we? Rangers, go.
Thunder cracks, the sky ignites. We are forged in ancient rights. Ride the fire of the blaze. Brothers bound in battle's haze. To the end we never tire. Echoes ring from mountain high. Oaths were sworn, we do not die. By the flame and blade we swear, victory is in the air. Ride the fire of the blaze. Brothers bound in battle's haze.
Wow, short but sweet. It packs a punch like in a small package. It doesn't beat around the bush. It's relatively straightforward, but it has really nice melodies. It's like a really solid kind of like power ballad. The guitar work really, accentuates the mood and the feeling of the song really well. And then I also love those softer parts where the piano kind of takes over, which was like really nice too, like as far as like the atmosphere and the mood. And Rob's vocals, are really, really solid here. It just, I like the fact that it's like to the point. And again, like I said before, it doesn't beat around the bush. There's no added fluff or anything like that. It's meant to just be kind of a direct, sort of emotionally powered ballad. And I thought it worked really well as far as that goes, because even the verses are quite brief, and the song kind of hinges like on that chorus. And I thought it had a really nice melody. It's quite an accessible song, which can be really good for, getting all kinds of different listeners and stuff to like check it out and be like, oh wow, this is kind of cool. Like there's not like a huge like price of admission, or like, a huge stepping stone to kind of really get acclimated with the song. It's nice and accessible, easy for the listener to feel engrossed by it, to feel connected to it even. This is the kind of song that live I could see being really good, because again, that chorus, it all hinges on that chorus really. And I just thought it has a really nice melody. The lyrics are solid, that folks in the audience can be singing along, like, you can feel like you're part of the song. So it's like when it first starts out, you have that nice kind of combination again between like the guitar and like the keyboard, heavily like a piano tone, in this song, especially like with like the verses and things like that. It kind of drops down, and then the vocals come in real nice. And again, the verses themselves are even quite brief, but it adds to kind of like the feeling of it. It gives you that glimpse of like that kind of emotional aspect before it kind of rises up and feels more like empowered there in the chorus. So I like the verses. I like that kind of atmosphere, the piano, the softer kind of vocals there. And then it all lifts up, the guitars come in, the music gets a bit more grand, and it just really lets that chorus melody just soar. It's the kind that kind of gets stuck in your head, ba 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 ba. It's just, again, it's just really engaging, sort of thing there. And I just really like the vocals. In the bridge, you kind of get that nice sort of like emotionally charged guitar work, solo, things like that, kind of break things up a little bit. And then you get almost like a cappella kind of thing. I'm pretty sure that's what happened right after like the solo. It seemed like the piano, I think, is going a little bit, but the vocals are really kind of like the focus, and then da da da, and then it hits you again with that chorus, and then it's done. So small package, really kind of just straight to the point. Doesn't needlessly kind of stretch out the song or anything like that. It makes its point, and then you could just hit replay and kind of feel it again. It really accessible, really well done. I like the melodies quite a bit. The vocals were solid. The musicianship, I love the added touch of like the piano in there and stuff. And it just kind of has that sort of like fist in the air kind of chorus, and just nicely emotionally sort of packed sort of vibe. It gives you that arm in arm kind of, brothers together, sort of oorah kind of thing. Even in the face of maybe overwhelming odds, because the song, it rides that balance between being like optimistic in the sense that everyone's like together, and we're gonna see this thing through, but it also has that emotional tinge of like, it may not work out in our favor. It's like we're in this till the end. Whatever happens, we may prevail or we may fall, but the point is that together we're gonna give it all we got and do what we can, and see it through to the end. It kind of has that nice sort of vibe to it, and so that's kind of my thoughts on this one. Again, short but sweet. I certainly enjoyed it. It's a solid ballad. It's the kind of song I feel like will break up the album nicely. I kind of envision this song being like maybe track 6 or 7, something like that, kind of just bring in the emotion. You probably have some more like ripping stuff, and like the previous single that I reacted to, was a bit more intricate and was really cool and stuff. And then this song kind of comes in, and it's more of like a somber moment, but also an empowering sort of moment. So I could see that working really well, like on the album. But yeah, so I certainly enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the album March 20th, and yeah, that's what I got. Let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What do you think of this song here? Are you looking forward to the new album, the debut full-length album, March 20th? Let's talk about it, and I'll catch you next time. Ranger. Out.